Today, I want to talk about Taehyung breaking a small rule and how it was so funny. We also have Jung Kook finally ending all of the Blackpink and BTS fan wars and what he said. And then we have HYBE posting a ship on their account. So hey dumplings, it's Dave Decide. Hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumpling and say spilling mug merch and let's go. HYBE recently posted something that was quite shocking to everyone in the fandom. But before I get into exactly what was posted, I need to give some backstory on everything. Within the BTS fandom, there's different sectors you can find yourself in. You're either a fan of all the members, where you support all equally. You're either a person who loves everyone but has a bias and prefers one member above everyone else. And then of course, you're within the ship community, which has their own different sectors as well. Depending on who you ship, and if their ship overlaps another ship, then there's a bit of fighting going on. And this is a very sensitive part of the fandom because every ship believes their ship is the strongest or the realest. This is why currently I try very hard not to pick a side, and it gets very political. And if I do mention a side, it's all fan wars in the comments. Do I prefer a side or have an interest? Sure, but as I've said many times, nothing is confirmed, so it's all just fun theories right now. So just keep all of this in mind. Suga recently, due to his solo activities, decided to create a show. The show titled is called Suchita. This is a mix of his name Suga and his song Daechita. Originally, the show was going to have episodes where it was supposed to promote the other members' solo activities, and that was it. Hence why I believe RM was in the first episode. It wasn't supposed to have all these different guest stars. However, HYBE had something bigger in mind, and HYBE wanted the show to be much bigger than just ARMYs tuning in. And so several members from different groups have made their appearances there, and ultimately this sets Suga up to have possible hosting gigs in the future, since he's doing a great job with this. Every time a new episode of Suchita is about to come out, they'll usually do a promo for it or a trailer, and they won't show the guest. They will just tease who the guest is by showing their hair, showing their back. However, it's usually pretty obvious who is going to be on it, and ARMYs typically go on Twitter to guess, and that's usually what they want. It's to draw hype for the episode. And then when the episode drops, they'll show the guest. Jung Kook was recently believed to be planning on making an appearance on the show. BTS's official Instagram account posted a story that was an edit of Suga and Jung Kook, and specifically Suga moments from Suchita. So this made a lot of people think that Jung Kook was set to be on the show soon. If this was HYBE's way of promoting the newest episode, it is definitely a very unique way, given how sensitive the shipping community is, and how this would be somewhat risque to post since it'll be isolating the other ships and angering that community. It's quite shocking to some people that it was posted. It was also believed that this was not a post that was edited by HYBE, but a post that was fan-made, meaning if this was true, it came from the shipping community directly. Aside from the Suga and Jungkook community going crazy after seeing that post, many other people who are not a part of that community talk about how excited they are for the newest episode or future episode to contain Jungkook. I think it would be great if Jungkook was able to be a part of it. However, it's interesting because Jungkook doesn't currently have anything to promote, so him being on the show would be just for fun and not to promote anything. But let's see what happens there. I do plan on reacting to the show if you're interested, and of course I have reacted to other BTS shows on Patreon already. If you're interested in joining and fangirling with me, I will link the Patreon in the description. We have a $1 tier if you're interested in signing up for that. Hope to see you there. I feel like the boys also have a bit more control over their own social media recently and are fine with posting stuff on their own occasionally. I think bigger posts still need approval, but it seems like they can enjoy and post random stuff if they feel like it. Taehyung recently reposted something and it was absolutely hilarious. Taehyung was believed to have been a part of a cooking show recently, and he was supposed to be the staff. So we see him running around, cleaning the tables and cooking, and it's very cute. We are highly anticipating it since we had seen fan photos of him in Mexico. The show is called Seojin, and it's supposed to be a variety show, and probably one of the first variety shows in a while that Taehyung will be filming without HYBE's camera crew. I think this is another company's show, and of course I think his first variety show without the BTS members, so it'll be cute to see how he manages. Someone did a fan art of the show and then the cast, alongside holding the cooking gear and all that. I won't post the fan art here as the Instagram account mentions to not repost, so I cannot physically post it here, but you can definitely find it all over Twitter. Taehyung ended up seeing the photo, and I believe so since he was tagged, and he ended up reposting the photo onto his story. People were laughing over the fact that the user who drew it it, asked no one to repost, but of course Taehyung did anyway. People within the community get into a lot of trouble for reposting, so this is just a silly way that armies were teasing Taehyung to say that he should not have reposted. However, Taehyung is tagged and the drawing is of him, so I think he definitely might be the only one that can repost. The rest of us are not allowed. It was believed that the other members who were in the variety show probably saw it and sent it to Taehyung. Might be why he didn't see the original post that said not to repost. He just automatically did it because he thought it was cute. A lot of other people asked that the artist needs to put don't repost except for Taehyung, which as of now has not been done. But I thought this was funny, and obviously our bad boy doesn't listen to the rules. He does whatever he wants, and he is not afraid of getting in trouble. However, he's not going to get in trouble. Aside from even just posting whatever they want on social media, the boys seem to be more open about the idea of just talking about whatever they want on social media. It wasn't that long ago that Jung Kook did a live stream and literally did a whole tattoo tour. And this was not something he would have done before. I don't know if it was something he felt he could not do, or if it was simply something he felt wasn't ready to be shared, since he was still in the process of getting the full sleeve, and then when he did, there were like certain pieces he didn't like. So maybe only now does he feel fully confident in his whole arm. This live stream was not only shocking because he revealed that, but he also revealed a long time feud that armies believe BTS had. If you're not aware, people think that BTS and Blackpink have drama. This alleged drama is not anything that is real or anything that has any merit to it. It's drama because both of them are top 2 K-pop groups right now, and the fandom constantly fights with who is the best. But they're both literally in different lanes with very little overlap. That has always been my confusion. Blackpink are more so considered celebrities with their modeling, endorsements, and that sort of thing. They don't put out too much music, and when they do, it's not the same music as BTS's music. BTS is not as concerned with being celebrities. They don't attend those after parties or do too many endorsements. So it's just completely different groups and different goals with both groups. There's also been the ship wars going on, as many people think that Lisa and Jung Kook are dating. And then others thought that Taehyung and Lisa were dating. And then Jennie and Taehyung. So it's all over the place. However, Jung Kook and Lisa dating has been a rumor going around for ages, and there has never been any real evidence other than Photoshop photos and eye contact at award shows. The main draw between the two and why people think that they're dating is just because the two are cute. Lisa and Jung Kook were even aired on TV on Nickelodeon as a cute couple. They aired the Photoshop photos of Lisa and Jung Kook, and this got a lot of backlash. People were primarily concerned if Jung Kook was going to be upset if he got wind of that. And so it was believed for a while that Jung Kook hates Lisa and Jung Kook hates Blackpink. Jung Kook during this recent live stream actually ended up singing one of Blackpink's songs just randomly during the stream. Of course, this shocked everyone as it showed that Jung Kook has no ill will towards Blackpink and actually does not care about these silly fan wars going on. He is still going to do his thing and enjoy music. There was even a time a long time ago, this was a little before the fan war started, Jung Kook was at an award show and while on stage did the Blackpink dance. This was cute and it was obviously to show support. I think this was Jung Kook's way of saying I like Lisa as a friend and that he is not bothered by the Lizkook ships. Because if he was, he would not have done the song. It would have pushed the Lizkook narrative further. But when something isn't true and it's not anything hurtful, people tend to not care if it gets bigger because it doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't matter if it does get bigger. But what do you think about all this? How do you feel about Taehyung breaking the no posting rule? And do you think that it's very funny? And how do you feel about Jung Kook essentially admitting that he does not hate Lisa and is fine with her and Blackpink? And what do you think about HYBE posting a ship edit on their story? And would you be excited to see Jung Kook on Suchita, hopefully to promote a new album? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks, just leave a comment right here. Love you, bye.